friends, welcome or welcome back to 8 Moon Phases. My name is Chivis and today is Friday. We are going to start on the bunny. I do have the pattern already that I'm going to be using. I purchased it off of Etsy. It is actually the pattern that the client showed me. And I just thought it was easier to use that than have to try to figure out my own. But that's what I'm going to be using. However, I am tired today because end of the week, drove back, even though I rested a little bit on Monday. This week has been go, 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 go. We have had a lot of excitement, a lot of fun. Today was Friday. I took out my kiddos for a fun Friday and we were racing. So I'm very tired. Tomorrow we do have a 5K. My sister will be running that one with me. For you guys, it'll be, you will be seeing this on Sunday, but the race is on Saturday. So I will record some of that tomorrow. And because I am tired, my yarn is in the closet. I don't want to get up to go get it. So what I'm going to do though, because I'm already running a little bit behind on my embroidery project, I should already have the eyes completed and all of the little flowers on the sides. And I have not done that. In today's video, the creator finished off the wing. And I think she just had the body and the two legs to complete. So I am very behind. I literally just have the eyes, just like you guys saw it last time. That is where we are. So I have completed a few more of the little animal keychains that I have to finish. And I am going to continue to work on those these next few days, this weekend. However, at the moment, I feel like doing this. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on it a little bit, see how far I can get. Again, this is a monotone blue that I'm going to be doing. So these are the colors that I have chosen. In case I need more blue, I will definitely go into my stash to try to find some more. However, these are from a single pack that I ordered on Amazon, and I haven't been wanting to mix with like the cotton or the actual DMCs that I have or Anchor or whatever it is. So I'm just going to continue using these for now. I think it's a good variety. I believe there's something like 8 or 9 colors or 9 different shades of blue. I do have another one or other two in the bag that I'm not using because they're very similar to what I already have here. So come along with me if you're interested. If you're interested, stick around, see how far we can progress tonight. Tomorrow after our race, then I'll definitely get on starting with that bunny. If you're wondering, yes, I am wearing my Dr. Seuss shirt. This week was Read Across America or Dr. Seuss week, and it has been dress up weeks all day, dress up days all week long. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to this though. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, enable your notification bell. That way you'll be notified every time that I upload a video. If at any point throughout this video you like what you see, make sure you hit that like button. It is free and it helps. Let's go. So as I'm working on my project, and I'll give you guys random updates throughout, there is a few things that I want to talk about. So I've started reading again. I actually love reading, but these past few years I've had difficulty really getting into it and like sticking to it. So I have started reading already. Up until now, I've read 3 books. So 3 books in 2 months is not bad. Yes, I know they are mostly like small kid books. I reread my favorite childhood book, which is Esperanza Rising. And I've been thinking about keeping track of it throughout the year with an embroidery piece or just a stitching piece. I would like to stitch something iconic from every book. I've seen it done like on sweaters or some clothing item. I don't think I want to do that. I think I want to do like a runner where I'm able to just kind of add on and have it displayed. Along with that, I also want to start another stitching project or embroidery project that is similar to like a temperature something. It wouldn't be crochet, it would be embroidery or stitching. And I want to do um get like a piece of fabric and divide it into 12 and do like a monthly update. Now I know that these videos wouldn't be something that you see regularly. You would probably see, I don't know, when I add something to it, so probably every month. And then at the end of the year I would make the montage of what we did throughout the whole year. So those are the two things that I want to get started. I know that for I've had this idea since the beginning of the year, so I have been kind of keeping track of what I want to do for the 2 months that we have had so far. I would be adding it at the end of the month. Obviously, it's like a monthly recap. So we've had 2 months so far. I think it's the perfect time to be able to start it and just kind of go with it from there. And same thing with the books. Like again, I've already read 3 so far. Even though I guess it's a little bit of cheating because some of the books that I've read have been school based. I've had to because of the curriculum that I teach. But hey, a book is a book, right? And if you finish reading it, it should be registered somewhere. Should keep a record of it. So that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I kind of want to do. There's so much that I want to do and I don't have time. I want to do a lot of things. I know that I'm saying like when I go on break, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But I also want to travel. I also want to go. This year, I had, aside from teaching English language arts, I am also teaching social studies, and it's based off of Texas history. So I'm very excited because there's a lot of places that I've been close to that I haven't been able to, that I wasn't aware of that I could visit. And now I want to go and visit them, right? So I want to go and visit a few places in Texas, like historical, iconic places. Obviously, I've been to the Alamo and its surrounding areas, the missions around there as well. But there are other places closer to like Galveston or Corpus or down, in the surrounding areas of Houston. So I want to make a purpose, a plan to go and get a chance to visit those areas, just to see, the things that I've been teaching the kids more than anything. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what I want to do, and that's where my conflicts begin because again, I want to be home, I want to be crafting. There's so many things that I want to do, but I also want to be out and about traveling. And I know that sometimes I can combine both, take a small project, work on it on the road, or not on the road because usually I'm the one that's driving. But, when I get to a place, in there, the hotel, or if I have like a picnic day or something, just to kind of be able to, I don't know, enjoy the best of both worlds. But obviously, I can't lug around my sewing machine in that case. But I guess those are just times that we would have to try to figure out, the prioritizing projects that I want to do when I am home. But we shall see. I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on this. I've already started on the iris of the eye, which is that, that little part right there, the color, that the part of the eye that has a color. Then I'm gonna continue with the outside part. I should be able to get this part done. I need to get these done, all this done, and the tail as well. So I have a lot to do. I should essentially be able to finish the wing as well. I don't think I'm gonna finish it all tonight, but I'm gonna do as much as I can. And then I'll bring you guys back when I'm, done with the eyes, and then we'll see what we move on with from there. I speak fast. I know sometimes I get tongue twisted. I need to slow down. I'm trying, but I get excited and I like to talk. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and keep working on this, and then I'll bring you guys back for an update in a short while. So traditionally for this stitch, you would go in a straight line down this way. But I'm following the creator's pattern or style. And for this part, they're trying to do like a radial stitch where it kind of goes along with the circular shape um, and like the rays out from the center of the pupil. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do in this section here. And so far, I think it looks pretty cool. What do y'all think so far? So I'm gonna go ahead and finish with this part then, do the other eye, and then I'll bring you guys back when we start working. I think the next part I'm gonna do is this one, which will be a little bit simpler, a little bit faster. I'm gonna try to get this done and then possibly this one. So all of the head I want to probably finish today. Again, I know that I need to finish this part. I know that I have to finish these flowers. I might also do the line, which is also pretty simple. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I'm debating if I should do them all the same color. I don't know yet. I'm kind of putting aside the colors that I have used already to kind of try to go through all of them to begin with, and then start repeating afterwards. So yeah, but for now, I'm just going to go ahead and continue working on these, and I'll bring you guys back once we move to the next portion of our pattern. We have now finished the eyes. I think they look pretty good, pretty decent. And now I'm going to go ahead and move on to the beak. I'm going to do it with this like aqua-ish color. It should be fairly simple. It's a very small piece here. And then from there, I think I'm going to go ahead and move on to these. And then the head. If I am able to finish the head by the end of today, I will be delighted. And then I will continue to catch up on the rest of the parts later. But for today, I think just finishing the head will be good. So I'm going to go ahead and move on to the beak then. And then we'll do the head. I was thinking I have these two colors here. This is what I did for the eyeball, so I may leave that one aside. And I still have a few other colors here on this side. So I don't know which one. This one I believe is this greener one right here. So I use this one for the beak, and then I'll have these other colors to kind of choose from. For I think is this one. Is this good enough of a difference? Probably not, right? Kind of look the same. Might be the same color. So I might do this one then, or this one. Yeah, I think I'll do this one for the eye for the center here. This one for the top, and then for the brows, I might do a darker one. We shall see. Let's get this beak done first. Right now, here. we have finished the beak. Yay! Like how it's looking. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a darker one here. I might do this dark center here, just so the eyes pop a little bit, and then I'll do the other two blues here. I wanted to do like the royal looking blue for that one, but I think with this navy, it's gonna pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do these two, and then that one, and I'll probably bring you guys back once I have it finished that complete side. But yeah, and like how it's looking so far. There's a few things here and there that I could have fixed. Like there's this little bump here, but that's just me. Remember, I want to try to get as much of this done today because tomorrow I do need to start on that bunny. I don't foresee it taking me super, super long. But again, I do have a deadline of Thursday for the bunny as well as the keychains that I want to make. So this is just like my non-responsibility project. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with these parts, and I just need to cut a little bit of the thread, the embroidery floss, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Welcome to Saturday. We have done our 5K. We have celebrated a birthday, not mine, not anybody in my family, but very close family friend. And I may or may not have taken about a 2-hour nap afterwards. My plan was to come home and start working, but it was a very, very nice nap. And now I'm energized. I do have something to do later on today, but we're going to try to get as much of this bunny done today so I can possibly have it ready, I don't know, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. But I'm going to be using the Premier Basics DK. I don't know why I always want to call it DK. You guys have seen this yarn before. It is a smaller yarn because I am going to be making a smaller size bunny. And I'm going to be using the color sand. For the most part, the dress is going to be a little bit of a darker brown. And then after that, we have to do like a little daisy crown on it. Yeah, I think we're ready to get started. Yeah. All right, let's go. Like I said, I did buy the pattern yesterday, the day before yesterday. Can't remember exactly, but pattern is there. Let me just find where it went. Here it is. I also bought another pattern, another cross stitch pattern on let's see. That's all right. All right, we're going to get this pattern ready then, and then we'll go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so as I'm looking through this pattern, it says to use, it's a fairly small bunny, 6mm safety eyes. I don't know if I have that size. 2.5 hook, natural and beige. I'm not going to make the basket. It comes with a little basket, but I'm just going to make the, it has like a little headband, but instead of the headband, I'll put the picture up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Instead of the headband, I'm going to be doing a little flower crown with a three daisies. So it's a little jumper. Looks fairly simple. If I don't have 6mm eyes, we'll make it work with whatever eyes we have. So let me find my hook. I have a 3mm right here. I think I'm going to try this 3mm. For this yarn, I always use a 2, but it turns out very tight. Now this is for a baby. So I'm pretty sure I had another skein of sand already used, but I don't want to go through the trouble of looking for it. Even though my closet is organized. Sorry, I got very nasally because I just sneezed. As if you guys remember, we had a layer of yarn in the back, which obviously I cannot see if there is a whole wall of yarn in the front. So it's working for the moment. Eventually we'll get it fixed. Maybe I should buy a set of storage bins, but we shall see. Alrighty, I'm gonna get started. The first thing is the head. I'm gonna see if this hook works. The 3mm, I know it asks for a 2.5, but 3, maybe 3.5. I might move up. I want to see more or less how big the head turns out. So this is kind of like a trial run. I want to see how big the head turns out. And then from there, I'll kind of judge the proportions. I believe it's pretty balanced. The body's a little bit bigger than the head. So based off of that, they're about the same size, possibly. So I usually like divide and see more or less how big it would be. So once I have the head ready, I'm going to see how big it is. And then if I need to move up a hook size or if I need to move down a hook size. I really wanted to use the soft yarn, but that one is usually it's going to turn out bigger. And unfortunately, it comes down to pricing and they didn't want to pay for the bigger size. So we're doing a smaller one. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work on this head and then judging based on how it turns out. I may or may not continue it or figure out what size of hook I want to use. And it's 31 rounds for the head, not too bad. No, all right, let's go. I'm barely on the second round, but I wanted to bring you guys back to tell you my thoughts. This is a yarn that I do the amigurumi dolls with whenever I make a doll, and I haven't used it in a while now that I think about it. Oh no, I haven't used it in a while. And it feels kind of weird coming back to this size amigurumi. It just kind of makes me feel like I want to make more. This yarn. I want to make more amigurumis. And I remember the last one that I did was the Caterina. Put it right here. I'm very proud of that one. I loved how it turned out. It was an order, so I had to say goodbye to her. But again, I did buy the pattern, so I can make as many as I want. Let me know if you guys would be interested. Again, I've been slowly in the background creating inventory pieces to put online to sell. I'll have a mixture of crochet and a mixture of sewn items, and I'll see which one does best, and then I'll kind of judge from there. But I'm aiming for June. Maybe mid-year would be a good time to put those out there. It is during the summer for me, so I may be able to, be working a little bit more on these particular items. So again, there's a tentative date. Nothing set in stone yet, but hopefully we shall see. Alrighty, now I'm going to continue working on this head and I'll bring you guys back once I don't know, maybe halfway, maybe all the way done. I should be able to have a good, more or less size reference to see if this is what we want to continue doing or if we want to move up or move down. Happy Sunday. This video will be going up very shortly. I did finish the head. I put in the eyes, very tiny eyes, but that's what it calls for. I actually did have size 6. I think it looks just a little bit different because the hook is a 2.5 and I am using a 3. I could have used a 2.5, honestly, and I think it would have been perfect. But the body compared to the rest of the doll or the rest of the figure is about a little bit over a fourth. So I think it's going to be a good size. Maybe a little bit too big for the pricing that I gave them, but whatever. It is what it is. I know I'm really bad at pricing, but it's all right. So I'm going to go ahead and continue working on this for the rest of the day. I am going to continue with the ears, which is what is next on the pattern. And then I believe it's the limbs and then the body. And we should be done, I think, by tomorrow. Unfortunately, you guys will not be able to see it in this video, but you will see it on Thursday's video. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, like the video if you haven't clicked that like button. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.